Leafs Talk, JD Bunkis, Sam McKee. What a statement for the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, the 10 o'clock games are usually no fun. It's too late. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. They made it worth it tonight, buddy. What a win for the Maple Leafs, who I think they stamped it. They're back. You know me. I don't do they're back. I'm saying they're back. They're definitely going to lose tomorrow night in Utah, but they're back.
There's a lot of people that want me to do the thing I'm not going to do.
What do you think's I'm going to do? How could you not be excited, though, after that?
That was a fantastic hockey game. Yes. Just pure entertainment value. And the thing that jumped out to me is what looked like two evenly matched hockey teams.
Correct.
And we're talking about a historically good start for the Colorado Avalanche, who still haven't lost in regulation, by the way. But at home. But this loss was their first loss, I think, in 17 games at home. Yep. They didn't break their all-time winning streak at home with this loss. I can't really believe that we're sitting here after this game with this result. This is an all-time scheduled loss. You know, you were thrilled that they even got a point out of this. They take that late penalty and you're like, yep, there's the moment that they can't do it. Again, the penalty kill that's been their bread and butter. He kills off a penalty towards the end. Great plays by the heart and soul, Stetcher and Lawton and all these guys in the penalty kill. They find a way to get it to overtime. And William Nylander, who is the 3-on-3 killer.
Yeah, the king of overtime.
He's so good on 3-on-3. Yeah. And great play to strip McKinnon. Oliver Ekman-Larsson puts a perfect pass in his stick. And boy, he fired that home. Fired me up. Hope I didn't wake up Allie, because I went, let's go. Big woo from me when that entered the net. What a win. Woo.
Yeah, I think that the most important thing you said there is that it looked like two evenly matched teams.
Yeah.
Leafs go down 2-1 in this game. The first goal they get is like just a fluke.
Luck.
It's a pure bounce. Easton Cowan throws a centering pass. Brent Burns pulls a Luke Hughes, scores on his own net. Mm-hmm. I don't think he'll cry after, though.
No, not Brent Burns' best night, would say.
No, definitely not Brent Burns' best night. But after they by the way, we love CC. We love Chris Cuthbert, but all-time announcers curse right before the Avalanche score 5 seconds into a power play where he's going on about the Leafs penalty kill streak and how the Avs stink on the power play. Like, okay, so he's forgiven for that one. It's just his job. He's got to tell it like it is. You get burned on those ones when you're the play-by-play guy from time to time. But I think most Leaf fans, if you gave them the lie detector test in that moment, you strapped them up and you said, how's this game going to go? Mm-hmm. I said, they're about to get their doors blown off.
Yeah. I think I texted you and said, this is where the 6-1 starts.
So, I had the exact same feeling. Hey, like you said, schedule loss, unbelievably difficult opponent. You're 7-0-2. Nobody's going to blame you. Listen, man, God, I feel like such a fool. But if we're doing,
baby.
Well, if we're doing the Leafs,
it's one Eastern, brother. Let's get into
it's true. This is going to be a slippery show. It's 1 o'clock. I got to get up in like 5 hours to do my next show.
I can't believe you're here.
Yeah, I wanted to do this game.
What a treat.
Okay. So if we're looking for reasons to believe, right? Like reasons to believe things can be different. I kind of do feel like the Leafs in the past, they're cruising, and they would look at a game like this and say, nobody's going to be mad at us if we lose. How could you criticize us if we don't beat the Colorado Avalanche when they're the best team in hockey and they dominate at home? And and they're this good of a hockey team. And I really feel like that McMann goal in particular to tie up that game shifted the way that the Leafs were playing, because after that goal, they controlled the play for the vast majority of the second period. And I actually felt coming out of that, like, man, what a blown opportunity that they weren't able to secure another goal. Like 5-on-5, they were brilliant in the second period. The only problem was the power play that just looked putrid all of a sudden on the road. Second power play unit had a nice one, but the first power play unit just could not get it going in that period. But it's tied at 2s. Then I'm still thinking, like, are they going to be able to sustain? Are they going to be able to sustain this level of play? Like, it's altitude. It's the heavy minutes. You lose Nick Robertson, which we'll get to. And they did. They sustained throughout the entire game. And yeah, like Colorado scores a game-tying goal with 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
And it's just the brilliance of Nathan McKinnon, and he finds Nietzsche on the door. But man, there just is a different vibe to the way that the Leafs are playing right now than other win streaks and hot streaks that they've had in the past. I know some people will accuse me of recency bias for that, but I'm telling you, man, like there's a connectivity to this group and a feeling like other guys like McMann, who played 18 minutes tonight, was buzzing the entire hockey game. Like they have more guys that you trust when they're on the ice.
It's never been this balanced. It hasn't. Like since the start of this era. And this is the whole thing. This is what the whole plan was when Brad Treliving, when they lose Marner, they tried to extend Marner, but when you bring in these other guys, when you bring in Michelli, you bring in Waugh, you bring in Joshua, which, he's got a lacerated spleen now. So I don't know. I don't know when he's going to be back, but this was the whole idea, that your depth would show through. And I just looked down the middle of the ice, buddy. And from the middle of the ice out, they have a lot of good players. I don't know how many teams in the league would not look at the Leafs center depth and be a little bit jealous. I mean, you got Matthews, Tavares, Waugh, Lawton as your 4 centers. And when you have a good center out there, all 4 of them, Tavares, you can say what you will about his defensive responsibility.
Sure, but man, imagine in years past if Tavares went through a drought like he's been going through 5-on-5, what the Leafs would be looking like.
No, but it's just to have all 3 of those guys who are super responsible defensively and hard workers and are able to chip in with offense, it really does feel like a deep team. It just feels like it's taken so long for it to come together here. And now that it has come together, every single other team in the East wins every single night. So that's fun. Yeah. But it's to get these 2 points to start this road trip. I mean, this is the type of win that can just really make you feel some kind of way. Like if you're going to build confidence, there's no win that on the schedule that can build confidence more than beating the Colorado Avalanche at home. That's the number one confidence. They've lost. It's their 3rd loss all year there. It's crazy.
Yeah. So totally agree. And I don't mean takes the pressure off in terms of they can dog it the rest of the trip because they got to go play Mitch Marner and the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, maybe the biggest game of the year coming up soon.
Well, yeah, it'll be the one that's at home, but there is I think the home game will be bigger just in terms of don't get embarrassed in Toronto, but there is something about it being the first time, which again, NHL, congrats on scheduling Marner's first game against the Leafs on the road and not in Toronto. Like you brain dead morons who just hate growing the game. But anyways, just to be able to get these 2 points on what is a grueling couple of weeks. Like I went over it today on my show, but I think I can rattle this off. I think it was Colorado, then in Utah tomorrow night, which is really tough. Utah, another really good home team, way better than people expected this season. Then the Marner game, tons of emotion, a little bit of a let up because you get the Winnipeg Jets, but then you're back home and it's immediately
Wild.
Yeah. Wild. And then the Golden Knights again. And then Colorado again.
Yeah.
Like this is a daunting stretch here, man. And so the losses could pile up on you quick, right? And that's why I felt like this point tonight was so important for them when they made it to overtime. Like Chris Cuthbert did the call where he went, hey, they guaranteed a point, maybe another. And I went, man, they got to get this other one. This actually feels huge. And again, they were the better team 3-on-3. And to your point about the center depth, man, the one place, like obviously you feel it in a lot of different facets of the game, but it's remarkable how confident you are that they're going to win draws. Like you think about that last penalty kill, right? After Matthews takes the trip, what happens? Scott Laughton goes out there, wins a draw, doesn't let Colorado set up, and then they just can't gain the zone. They just can't set up the same way with those talented players. You get into overtime. Tavares steps out there, wins a draw, gives you possession, puts them on their heels. I think gassing out Nathan McKinnon a little bit because, God, the turnover that he made that set up the Nylander goal.
Tired brain
turnover, like a guy who had been out there for too long. The way that they can weaponize on their special teams and their 5-on-5 play, the amount that they can win faceoffs. Remember when we started to have that like referendum on how faceoffs are overrated?
Yeah, what was that?
Bozos.
That was an analytics thing for sure.
Which is so weird because analytics number one thing is possession.
Yeah.
And yet they tried to zag on faceoffs. And it's like one of the things that I feel so confident in with this Leafs team is all 4 centermen are credible in the dot and just allow them to win possession. A team that isn't really designed to do that allows them to do that on special teams. It's awesome having those guys. I feel like they're going to win every draw.
They really are just undeniably great in the faceoff dot. And it's a huge thing for them. It really is. So, want to give some credit because I felt bad after Saturday night. We didn't talk about Joseph Woll getting a shutout at all. Didn't mention that on the show. I think the boys wanted to watch Bears Packers, one of the best football games of all time. So we snuck it a little bit early on that one. Yeah. He was excellent tonight. If you're gonna win this game, you're obviously they at least play great. Don't get me wrong, but they're gonna get chances. Leafs team is unbelievable. It's a sick collection of talent and speed, and they get in behind the defense so often. And it's just, you just need your goalie to be really good in this game if you have any chance to win. And he made a lot of really timely saves. The 3 that they get, I don't know which one of them you want him to have. He may be a little bit small in the Nelson one, but it's right between the hash marks. He fires it home. What can you say?
Yeah, it's a puck that's ripped clean from the slot.
I thought that he made a lot of excellent saves tonight and was a huge key to the win. I saw on Twitter that they were blaring Wonderwall in the dressing room after the game, so maybe he got the belt after that performance. I'm not sure, but that was an awesome performance from Woll. A real starters. There's been a lot of talk about Hildeby, even from us, about how good he's looked, and they put a starting goalie in the starting goalie spot here against one of the best teams in the league, and he delivered a great performance. So good on him.
Yeah. He let them settle into this game because the Avs came out on fire. He made a bunch of big saves immediately, but probably more impressive than anything else for me in this game was he really saw the puck well through traffic. Like he was battling in his crease. They put a lot of guys out front. They're not afraid to shoot from the points and look for deflections. And all night, there didn't really seem a time where he wasn't tracking the puck.
Yeah.
And this was to me, like if we're doing statement game, right? All around, like who had statement games.
Yeah.
I think that Matthews scoring that goal and playing, what did he finish with 26 minutes?
I don't have it right in front of me, but I'll look it up.
Yeah. Just like a real leadership game from him. I thought absolutely a statement game for Bobby McMann, who just got the motion that Berube won't let you call a demotion. He's like, yeah, we took him for the first line, we put him on the 4th line, but I want everybody to know it's not a demotion. You're like
25-29 for Austin tonight.
Yeah, but 18 minutes for Bobby McMann, who was spectacular, and Joseph Woll. Like, listen, you should have an advantage when Colorado's playing the rent-a-goalie. But he felt like a big game goalie in that contest.
I thought the Miner actually made a couple pretty good saves.
Made a huge save in overtime on Machado.
Billy Miner Pie. There was a couple too that he shocked me with the saves, but he's clearly not either of their starting goalies, and he probably want that one back in overtime. But Woll was clearly the best goalie in this game, and he stamped home that win. But McMann, contract year McMann rocks. Oh my God.
Can I say something about that? There's not a chance in hell I'm giving him $1 until the end of the year.
Totally agree. They can't make the mistake and just keep these guys incentivized. Same with Stetcher, same with him. Like just keep him hungry. He is hungry as I've ever seen him. The breakaway goal he gets is his signature play where he sneaks up on guys and he just does that little poke and then he turns on the afterburners and goes in and fires at blocker side. He loves to do that play. And he's just 6 shots. He could have had two more goals tonight. I was again really impressed with him and just put him back up on the top line. I don't like Nyes there. It's not working.
He got that promotion through the game, like good adjustment by Berube, giving him more ice time there. I don't know how much of that just ends up becoming a necessity with the injury to Robertson.
Yeah.
But I think that he rewarded him because he was buzzing. Like he was flying around this game in a contest where you're facing a Colorado team that had a ton of speed. He still stood out for how fast a skater he is. And listen, my reasoning for not paying him $1 before the season's up is the first time you paid McMann, it was a good spec buy, right?
Yep.
You looked at the year he was having and you said, we're going to get you on a cheap 2-year contract. Like you just came out of the ACHL, you're going to grab this money and we're happy to give it to you because we're looking for depth.
Yep.
I just don't want to take away any of the fire, because I think that he's added an edge to his game this year. He
Yep.
doesn't disappear, right? Like not through this stretch. He hasn't disappeared the way that we've talked about in the past, where it's like you put him down the lineup, like that's where he started tonight. And guess what? He busted his ass. He gets a huge goal and he pushes himself up to 18 minutes, deservedly so. I think he's got the edge. I think that kind of speed gets paid no matter what.
Mhm.
But when you add 14 goals and we're what now, 43 games into the season?
Yeah, sounds about
like
maybe a couple more, maybe 40. Anyways, doesn't matter.
I'm just saying that it's not outside the realm of possibility that he finishes with 30 goals this year.
No, if he keeps playing like this and he keeps getting the looks in the top line, he's definitely the goals are gonna start to pile up.
He's gonna hover around it, man.
So how many points? I'm sorry, how many games in a row they got a point now? Is this 9 games in a row?
No, this is 10.
10 games in a row that they've got a point. Sorry.
Yeah, 8-0-2.
1:06 a.m. He's been one of their best players throughout that stretch.
Hey,
a huge reason for why they've been really good is because of how good Bobby McMann is. And I like him, but you've just gotten you're getting such excellent value on the contract. And I think you just see how this year plays out. And if he's got to go, I guess he's got to go. But I don't
even think it's going to be that situation. I think it's just going to be one where they have to pay him a little bit more than maybe they
Kipper's
would.
throwing out $4 million a year on our show. And I'm like, oh boy, just careful, boys. Just careful, just careful. But no, I love them. I've loved them recently. So good for him.
It's always nice throwing out guys' contract values though, right as they're in the midst of the best play of their
That's what I mean. He's never been as good as he's been right now. I'm not paying him at that stretch.
Yeah. He's been phenomenal though. And he was great again tonight. And by the way, no making fun of any mistakes. It's 1 a.m.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like both of us have already done shows today.
I got home, made
fact
dinner.
That the brains are going. It's like, this was purely the Leafs keeping us awake with exciting play.
Yes.
Like this was great of them to do.
I watched 3 episodes of the worst show I think I've watched all year. What's that one called on the Seth Rogen show? The one on Apple, I forget what it's called. I watched a playoff football game, and then the Leaf game started, and now I'm doing a show. So
I watched the Raptors get body bagged in the first half, then I watched Steelers, and then this. Yeah.
Michelli is really good recently.
Just an unbelievably electric 3-on-3 guy, though. He had a bad turnover on 3-on-3, but
two straight 3-on-3s with a bad turnover.
Yeah.
He definitely has he fits
high
in.
level confidence.
Let's just say he fits in overtime. They're not afraid to make a boneheaded mistake in 3-on-3. But this is a game where you can play well against the Canucks, you can play well against the Flyers, you can play well against whoever else you're playing. These other sort of lesser competition in the Eastern Conference. That stretch they played wasn't against the best teams, the Devils, the Jets, whatnot. You can play well against those guys, but then to go into Colorado and still keep his level of play that he's had through this stretch, I think is pretty impressive. I thought he was threatening. I do think that him and Matthews have a little something where there's some chemistry there, and I know they want to keep Domi up there. I think Domi played almost 17 or 18 minutes tonight. They had him out there a lot. He's glued to Matthews' side, which is fine. But if the play dips with Domi at all over the next little bit, I'd like to see Michelli get rewarded with his hot play and get him up there with Matthews. They seem like a really good fit. I think he might even be a better passer than Domi. Domi brings other parts of it, but as far as a pure passer go, I'm really impressed with Michelli. I didn't think there was any way he would look like this. I thought it was over. I thought they're going to trade him for a 4th.
I think he's a more diverse passer than Domi is. Like
Explain.
the phone booth stuff that he does, and like some of the passing lanes that he creates. Domi, listen, good playmaker. There's no doubt about it. He's proven over his career.
Yeah.
But each player, like guys have their tendencies that they can fall too in love with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was texting about this with our buddy V during the Packers game, how I really like Jordan Love, but he's a little too enamored by that deep ball, right? Like he sees single coverage and
in with poor V.
Oh yeah, he's guess what? Texted me during the game, no text since.
Yeah, sounds about
right. I sent out a couple of feelers thinking maybe he'd want to vent. Good. Nothing, just pure silence. Anyway, so it's like one of his flaws is he loves that deep ball. Yeah. John Tavares loves that fadeaway jumper, right? Like on the power play. Domi's is the saucer pass. Like it just nothing turns his crank, like landing a saucer pass.
Oh, now we're getting blue.
and so he wants to throw those around. Whereas I think Michelli, it's just a little bit more, hey, what's the most direct play that I'm going to be able to make here to the most open guy, like pretty consistently. I agree with you. I think I called him Tree Living's Nick Ritchie, where it was like Dubas signed Ritchie as like, look, I don't like just small guys. I gave this guy a contract. And then Tree Living was like, look, I don't like just big guys with the choppy skill. I want to go get the small guy who's got talent. And I thought they were going to go the same way, where you were going to need to attach something to get off the contract. Like
I thought he might be playing with Malgin in the Swiss league.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, Jokerit is calling your name. They're ready for you. Like they're so ready for you.
Yeah.
But he's been great. Another guy too tonight who I think was really solid and showed something in this game was Carlo.
Yeah, man. 4 straight good ones for him since coming back.
But just this game more though, because this is a team where you kind of expect, there's going to be a couple of Carlo spots where he shows up and gets stuck in transition, doesn't get the feet moving, used the body well again tonight, was blocking shots, saved a goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Dug one out basically.
Yeah.
That was trickling over and he stuck in there and dug it out.
Big guy, calm play around his own net, doesn't knock it in the way that Brent Burns did. I was impressed with Carlo again tonight.
Me too. Nothing a whole lot to add on it. He just looks so much more natural and fluid. Quick rapid fire. I don't have any really big ones left.
We got to talk about Robertson.
Oh yeah, it sucks. Poor kid.
Yeah.
It's
finally, I thought he was gonna be fine. I thought it was just one of those things where the puck gets you in a weird spot. Yeah. Like even when they showed like a little flash of him back in the tunnel, I went, oh, okay, he's just taking a breather and he's gonna come back out here. Like it looked really scary because of the way he fell and he just didn't want to put any pressure on it. And like he was hesitant even getting up, right? Like,
yeah, I thought he got hit in the face.
Nah.
When he went down, the way he was lying there, but I don't know. It maybe was on the stretch out there. It just was not a pretty looking play. No. And he's played the best stretch of hockey in his career.
I know
he's had injury issues earlier, but he's been pretty healthy for the most part for the last couple of years. It's just, he's had a pretty unlucky career in terms of this stuff. And it just sucks that he's finally kind of found his footing with a real line. And then this happened. So get ready to learn yarn croc, Leafs Nation.
Well,
there's going to be some yarn croc.
I felt the same way. Listen, just based on the look of that, I'm not trying to jinx it, but I don't know. I'm hoping that it's not too serious and that he doesn't really lose the momentum, because when he was down, crumpled on the ice, I actually didn't really see what happened to him. And I just went, oh my God, when he was trying to get up, like this is going to be some non-contact weirdo thing. Like maybe he picked a skate.
Yeah.
And he twisted his knee real bad. And I kind of went, all right, this is fine. Yeah, he doesn't come back. Maybe they're just being overly cautious, but you're so right. It's just for him to be playing the way that he is, a guy that is playing for his place in the league, his own contract, a team that's needed him because they really found that beautiful balance with that third line.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just, there's really nothing to add here. You really do hope he's okay. All right. Rapid fire.
How the hell is the Avs power play 26th?
Well, if the zone entries look like they did against the Leafs on that last one,
I know, like that's how people watching the Leafs power play for the first half of the year felt. When out of market fans are watching the Leafs, they're like, how is this power play so bad?
Yeah.
But them to be 26th in the league with that collection of talent, I will say, not to be poo-poo Brent Burns hour, but he dusted off quite a bit up there.
Yeah, he was taking some they had one time where, God, this feels blasphemous just crushing Burns like this, but they had one play on the power play where it was like they finally set up. As soon as he gets in there, he just bombs one from the point with like no traffic set up. It's an easy kick save, and then the Leafs clear it. And I went, what are you doing? How is that even allowed with the guys that are around you that you're doing this? Anyway, they were not pretty, and I thought the same thing.
Surprising. I loved that this game was so good that it got our boy Simmer to go full Collinsworth a couple times.
Yeah,
he was oh, what a game.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he really was.
I loved it. Like, I was saying the same thing on my couch. I'm like, what a game. It was just an excellent hockey game. And I don't know if we talked about it enough, but man, like, just to see Matthews play the way he played tonight, it just kind of reminds you, you're like, yeah, we used to talk about how he was better than McKinnon. Like, that was a real conversation that we had. And that goal was like a vintage one. The guy flipping him the double bird on the way by. I thought it was hilarious. Him smiling, but just Simmer just going full Collinsworth a couple times warmed my heart. I loved it.
That Austin Matthews shooting it from distance. Here's a guy who can rip the puck. Mike, I
loved it.
He did get excited. I will say I got excited watching that Matthews goal too. It's like, this is a big spot. It's tie game. It's the third period, and you stepped in distance. That's the vintage Matthews, right? Like a guy in between him trying to make a play with the stick, and he just like absolutely rips one.
The old Billy Miner Pie had no idea what was going on.
No,
that hit the net before he reacted.
The only thing I couldn't help but think about, and you and I texted about this a little bit, but how hard this is about to flip. Where tonight, everybody that's a Leafs fan is watching this going, man, Matthews, awesome. And you're watching a USA goalie who's not there. I get it, but make big saves for you. And then there's Makar and McKinnon on the other side. And all I can think of is, man, I'm about to genuinely hate Austin Matthews. Like, if he does that to me, I will hate him. He's about to genuinely become one of my least favorite players on earth. And you and I have talked about this, but it's very real for me. Like, he cannot do that against Canada.
I think last year was actually a real wake-up call for, I mean, we have the conversations every day about this guy. And, we've been, we're a little bit, I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for here is, but we're used to it is the gist of it.
Sure.
But cheering against him for the first time last year in the Four Nations, it's like, oh yeah, this sucks.
Yeah, but it was weird because
I'm not enjoying this. We didn't hate him. He didn't have like the start of the year that he did last year. I don't know. What are you gonna say?
No, but also last year at the Olympics, he was so snake bit, or at the Olympics, at Four Nations, that American fans got on him. So you could kind of defend him because he was chokers. He was a chokers against Canada, but he played well enough that you could kind of come to his defense and be like, hey, you guys don't know. Yeah, I guess you guys don't really know hockey because you weren't really watching all the other things that he did.
It wasn't his fault that McDavid got left wide open. It was Adam Fox's guy. He had to help him out because
correct. And this time around, the way that he's playing, heading like into
Austin
it,
Matthews.
Yeah. And he's going to wear the C for them. And all I'm saying is that moment where he ripped that goal, I thought if he does that to Jordan Binnington and he flies by the Canadian fans and the Milan crowd in the arena that's going to sit 25 people, the 25 Canada fans that are able to get into that
Rink
arena.
5 pad at York Camlin has better attendance than that rink's going to.
I just don't know how I'll come back from it this year and be stoked on him. Like, it's a real concern.
Here's what needs to happen if it's going to happen.
Suck.
They need a long playoff run where he's a dog. That's the only way to bring it back.
Even then,
we'll see.
I
still can't believe. Just I know it's late. We should go. But that give and go in the Four Nations in overtime, where the puck landed on his stick below the hash marks and he shot it and Jordan Binnington stopped it with his blocker. I still can't believe that didn't go in the net. Every time I see that highlight, I'm like, oh, this is the one where it went in, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Think about that if that had happened. Ugh.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God for Canada.
All my show would just become like,
me and Kipper, when one time Borney went away, we're like, could you get Byfield for him?
No, that's it. I was just going to say, literally all of the JD Bunkis podcasts would become 5 Austin Matthews trades I would do.
My God.
5 realistic Matthews trades every single day. All I'm asking people is that question. All right. Subscribe to this podcast. Leave 5 stars. Reach out anytime, Twitter and Instagram at JD Bunkis, at Sam McKee. Sam's back with A-List tomorrow, and then I'm back Thursday for the game of the century against Mitch Marner. Clash of the Titans. Let's go.